Namaste guys, welcome back in the next episode. So in this next episode we will be continuous with the practice for the back bending. So still I will take you some another different practice for shoulder and the upper back. So this time the practice and the asanas, the modifications will be changed. So same thing as you know my technique and you know my concept. I will take you from something from basic level, and then in basic level I will give you some different modifications and different options as per the different level of the practitioner. So here we go. So first we will be starting from the we start from the cat pose, because cat pose is one of the very basic and one of the very common posture. So, and this posture alignment you all know, you are the gap in between your both arms as per your shoulder level. Or another thing, just for the measurement only, you can hold elbow and then the gap here, and then you come in that position. So this is the good way to maintain the gap, the equal gap in between your knee and the feet. Just few repetitions in the cat and cow. Inhalation, you have to be push your hip out, expansion in your shoulder, keep charging your tailbone toward the ceiling and just look up. When you exhale, you have to be squeeze, suck your belly and look up at your navel point. 3 rounds more. Inhale, push your hip out, open shoulder, look up. Exhale, then squeeze, suck your belly, look up at the navel point. Make sure your knee to hip align, your wrist to your shoulder align. And now again, 2 more times. Inhale, push your hip out, open shoulder, look up. Exhale, squeeze, suck your belly and look up at your navel point. And one more time. Inhale, push your hip out, open shoulder and look up. This is a very easy way and very gentle way to warm up your spine, and very good and very nice preparatory practice. Exhale, then squeeze, suck your belly and just look up at the navel point. And then just relax. So after that, after cat pose, the cat pose I start because the cat pose is a very gentle practice and it's very preparatory practice. So it can be like a warm up your arms, your shoulder and your whole spine. So after cat pose, I will take you in the extended child pose. So as you all know, the child pose this is the child pose position. And once we come in the extended child pose has a lot of practices. That all practices I will combine with the stretch for the shoulder and for the upper back. So there should be the same gap in between your knee and the feet. And after, you have to be stretch your arms. Make sure you have to be push your hip out, means your back tilt you have to be used here, and keep charging the tailbone toward the ceiling. And also you have to be remember about the align, your knee and the hip should be aligned. It's not too much here, not too much back. It can be, but when you change the movement of your hip and the legs, so the stretch will be changed and the stretch will be effect on the different part of the body. But here in the beginning, initially we are focusing on the upper back and on your shoulder opening. So make sure your knee and the hip should be aligned, arm should be straight, and also keep spreading your fingers together. Spread your fingers, push the hip out. Beginner members, they can simply just drop your forehead on the ground. If you feel that this is enough for you, you can do more. So in that, the next practice you can be drop the chin on the ground. Because drop forehead, it's easier. When you drop the chin, a bit intense. Once you feel, then drop the chin, it's easier for you. You feel that you can do more. So after that, you can drop the chest on the ground. So when you drop the chest on the ground, then you can feel a very nice opening in your shoulder and the upper back. Stay there for a while. Breath normal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Very nice. Slowly come back. Inhale and exhale, then relax. Come back in the sitting position. Just for the alternate, you can open shoulder and just look up. Come back, inhale and exhale, then squeeze. So this is the one basic level. So now the same practice I will be combined a bit more intense level. So in that case, you have the block, so you can use the block. If you have a wheel, so you can also use the wheel. So first I will show you the practice with the block. So there are two ways you can use the one block like that, or you can use the two block like that. So you can use like here, or even you can use like here. Okay, so I will show you in the both way, like how you have to be use the block. So first I will show you the practice with the one block. So the same way, you have to come back in the cat pose, your both hands on the block. Same, push the hip out and then just try slowly. Down, down, down. Make sure your hip and the knee should be aligned. Down, down, down. Slowly you can drop the chin, drop the chest, and then be straight. When you're using the blocks, you can see there is some height in between the block and with the floor and with your arm. Sorry. So with this height, the practice will be more intense and you can feel the more opening in your shoulder and in your upper back. You can see again. Drop the hand and then you can be try. Breath normal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Slowly come back. Inhale and exhale, then relax. So I show you the practice with the one block. If you have enough block, if you have enough block at your home or wherever you practice in the yoga studio, so you can also practice with the two block. How you practice the two block? You can, okay, I'm showing the front side. You can use the two block like here. And the same way, the same way. You can be practice like here. You can place the palm and then just be strong. Technique will be remain same, but once you come in the pose, so try to do not be bounce yourself. If you are a yoga teacher and you are giving the practice to your student, so in that case, okay, being a teacher and when pushing to a student, then it's a different thing. You can control the student with your legs. You have to control the knee and the hip, and then slightly and gently you can give the push to your student. So okay, that's a different thing. So now I'll be come back again on the same practice. We do the level 1, the basic level, then we go the level 2. Now I will take you the another modification, the same practice. So in this time we can use the two block. So the same way, use the two block, same practice. Use the hand and then slowly down, 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 and then stay. Breath normal. 1, 2, feel the opening in the shoulder, upper back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Slowly come back and you can feel a very nice opening. So any practice you choose in the yoga, which I always talk about it, so you have to go step by step. Maybe you are a good practitioner, you have enough flexibility, but still it's my recommendation, you have to go step by step. Because one benefit when you go step by step, so your body is prepared. It's just like a warm-up. It's just like a preparatory practice. Your stretch is going more and your flexibility is increasing, and you can see my whole body is sweating right now. So this is the another we go without block, then we practice with a 1 block, then we practice with a 2 block, and now we can be practice with a 3 block. This is not necessary that you have to be practiced with a 3 block, that you have to practice with a 2 block. That all will be depend on your body, that all will be depends on your flexibility and your strength. I'm just showing you that after practice by practice you can increase your level. So you can see the same thing, I'm doing the same thing, only I'm just changing the level of the block. Same way, 1, keep charging the tailbone, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Slowly come back, inhale and exhale, then relax. Also need to be remember that I usually sometimes I'm counting 6, sometimes I'm counting 10, but you can see my counting, if I'm counting 6, so my 6 counting is equal to 15 to 20 seconds. So it means whatever the practice you hold, this you have to be stay in the posture minimum 15 to 20 seconds. But after practice by practice, your flexibility is increasing, your strength is increasing, you try to be increase the time as well. You are doing any difficult posture, you no need, you can do a gentle, but increase the time, because once you increase the time, your strength will be increased. So practice of the yoga asana is not only about the flexibility, that is also about the strength, because flexibility and the strength need to be work together. Enough flexibility, no strength, it will not work. You have enough strength but not enough flexibility, it will not work. So we have to be practice together on the both thing. So I'm sorry, that was with the 3 blocks. Now unfortunately I have only the 4 block. So now I will show you the practice with the 4 block. The same way you can use hand on the block and slowly, gently, slowly down, and then down and stay. 1, breathing, 2, 3, 4, 5, breath normal, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Slowly inhale, come back and exhale, then relax. I can feel a very nice opening in my shoulder and the upper back, and it's make me very intense practice. And you feel tired with the shoulder, you can do some alternate practice, some contra practice. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. So I have only 4 blocks. If I have the more blocks, so I can show you the more practice. So like after practice by practice, even like if I talk about me, so I can practice with a 5, my practice with a 6, 7, my practice even my maximum practice with the block for my upper back and the shoulder, I practice until now the 8 and the 9 blocks. So I'm not trying to make you scare. This is just about the flexibility. Okay, so the same practice, unfortunately, if you are practice at a home and you do not have a block, you can use some kind of the stuff at the home. Might be you have some brick, you can be used, like you have some chair, you can be used, like I'm showing you some home things, because at you can use the chair or whatever you have, you can be used that also. In some case you cannot be touch the floor, so do not worry, but wherever you can go maximum, like you can go maximum here, just stay there, but try to do not be bounce it. If you bouncing on the initial beginner level, so it can be harmful for the shoulder and it can be cause of any injury to your shoulder. So you have to be very, very much taking care about it. So this is the practice with that. Another thing, the same practice which I said, like I show you the practice with the block. So the same practice you can also with the wheel. So with the wheel also you can be, make sure your both palms should be top of the wheel. Other things will be remain same, like other alignment I already discussed about it. Your knee to hip, the gap in between the knee and the feet, your arms, you can see both palms should be top of the wheel, and then slowly you have to be try. Initial level, if you cannot, you can drop the forehead. You feel in a flexibility, then you can use the nose, you can use the chin, and slowly after practice by practice even you can use the chest also. So the same practice you can be try with the different props, like with a wheel, with a block, with some small chair, that everything you can be find at your home. So this all practice, this is the one level of the practice. Now I will take you the another practice. This is also almost belong to the same. That practice I will be combined with the downward and with the upward facing dog. This is also a very initial and preparatory, a warm-up practice. With that practice you can be also warm up your whole spine. Okay, so you no need to be focused very much on the downward dog. You just try to be focused on my arms and my shoulder and my back movement. So first you have to become in the downward facing dog position. So this is say with the downward facing dog. You don't need to be keep the feet together or open, that is all depends on you. It's good if you have a little gap in between the feet. Place the heel on the ground. So here what you have to do, come in the downward dog, and after inhale and exhale, try to be touch the mat with your forehead. Inhale, and then you have to become exhale in the upward facing dog, open shoulder. Again downward dog, inhale and exhale, just try to drop the head down. Inhale, exhale, drop the knees down, your feet out, push the chest in between your arms, expansion in the shoulder, and look up. Two more times. Drop the head. Again inhale, exhale, upward dog, open shoulder and look up. One more time. Inhale and exhale, drop the head down and stay this time. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now the last time. So this is our last practice in this video. Open shoulder, do not be sink it, open up, expand up, push the chest in between your arms and look up. Why? Because in that way you can be focused in your whole spine. 3, breath normal, 4, 5 and 6. Enough for now, and just have a few seconds relaxation in the child pose. Your arm should be front side, your arm should be behind. You can drop the forehead, you can turn the face left side or even on the right side. Couple of breath here. For the deeper relaxation, and then relax. So you can see, like in this series I just show you only the 2 practice, but these 2 practice I combined with some different modifications, and all modifications is belong to the different level. That is what is my technique, that is what is my concept. Because why I am showing you the whole concept, why I am showing you the all modifications, because all have a different body, all have a different flexibility, all have a different strength. So according to you, whatever your level, you can be choose that practice, and step by step you have to be follow all this practice. I hope you like it. So wait for my next video. Thank you very much. Take care, guys.